Previously on Silversun.
Yeah! We made it! You've reported me to Cyriax for offering you credits. Actually, I was wondering if the offer still stands. Use as many as you like. Thanks.
Cyriax, was that you? You know who it is. What do you want from me? We have work to do. Guess it's just not your day.
So you don't hate me?
Not in a million light years.
We're no longer heading to the Silversun. We're going back to the Wormhole. Tane, turn the ship around and set the coordinates for the Wormhole. We're going back in.
Starrunner leaves on its 90-year journey to the New World. On board, an elite young crew and 550 settlers frozen in suspended animation.
And he was quite lucid.
Yeah.
Lillian, do you have a minute? Oh, sorry, Steve.
It's very late, Zandy.
This is important.
Come in then. What's on your mind?
The same as what's on everyone's mind. Cyriax.
Well, do you have a question to ask, Andy?
Why are we going back into the wormhole?
Are we going back into the wormhole?
Cyriax said we were.
I've had further discussions with him. He's clarified what he meant. We're going back to the threshold to study it. From the outside.
And do you believe that?
Well, Cyriax is not in the habit of telling lies.
Lillian, do you really believe that he's changed his mind?
He's still our commander. We owe him deference.
You're just as worried as the rest of us, aren't you?
We're following orders as we've been trained to do. You should be doing the same thing.
Good night, then.
Good night, Zandy.
Commander?
Come forward. It's a fine time for stargazing.
Is it, sir?
Thank you for coming at such a late hour. I've been watching your career with great interest, Cadet Lomax. You're a first-class officer. You're my best and brightest.
Thank you.
But you have a quality which is even more precious to a captain. Your unquestioning loyalty.
That's the oath I took, sir.
Is this ship in good health, do you think? Or does it have an infection?
I don't understand.
Revolt, dissent, disobedience. They spread like germs. And germs need to be eliminated before they take hold. Don't you agree?
I suppose so, sir.
I have a request to make of you, Mara. I need you to know where the germs are on my ship. I need you to be my eyes and ears amongst the crew. Would you do that for me?
You mean spy?
I mean, help your captain keep his ship healthy.
Shh. Genius at work.
Hi, Sheng.
What you up to?
I'm just doing some stochastic maths on wormholes for Cyriax.
As much as I'd love the chance to study the wormhole some more, it's pretty crazy, don't you think?
I don't ask those sort of questions.
Look like you need a massage.
Please, don't.
Sorry, I thought you looked tense.
I don't like mixing work with... not work.
Pancha, I suppose you can tell I'm not very good at this.
No, I've got no one to compare you with.
That's a relief. I really like you, Pancha. I think there'd be a user manual for relationships, wouldn't you?
A user manual?
Yeah, you know, like with helpful hints and tips. Suppose we'll have to make it up as we go along, eh?
Guess so.
So when are you off shift?
12 hours.
Maybe we can catch some rays together?
Maybe. This might be the last call for a little while, Gran.
Oh, really, darling? Why is that?
I'm using someone else's credits. We're not supposed to, and the commander's cracking down.
But didn't you say everybody does it?
I'm a cadet pilot officer. I'm not everybody.
Is there something wrong, dear?
Sorry. I've got a lot on my mind.
Well, do you want to talk about it?
I can't. These credits are going to run out any second.
Well, talk quickly, darling. Is it a boy? You can tell me anything. I love you and I'll always be here for you.
Your credit is exhausted. Thank you for your call.
He asked you out?
No, it's just a meeting.
It's never just a meeting with a boy.
What do I do?
Relax. Just go with the flow. And the D room is ideal. You can jimmy the lock so you won't be disturbed.
That is expressly forbidden.
You arrived in the nick of time, Mara. We were just about to have some fun.
May I ask who you're planning to meet?
It's no secret. Sheng.
And why is it so important that you're not disturbed?
It's not important. This is getting all too complicated.
What's with the interrogation, Mara? She's jealous. Just ignore her, Pancha.
And remember, there's a spot over by the chuck truck which is a dead area for the electronic eye.
It is also forbidden to have one-on-one meetings beyond the range of the CC cameras.
Just go and have some fun, Pancha.
Maybe I'll just call this whole thing off.
And wind up like her?
Your disruptive attitude has been noted.
You've obviously mistaken me for someone who cares.
Just ignore them, Pancha. Stick to the rules.
Oh, what, Mara?
How come you like punching that bag so much?
Pretend it's you.
I'm not the one you need protection from.
You sure?
We're all on the same side here, Tane. Except for one.
Don't start.
So tell me Cyriax didn't smash you all around the court when you were playing cue ball. And now he wants us to commit suicide? I don't get it, do you?
We have to follow orders.
And that's what they'll chisel on your gravestone.
So what do you suggest we do?
I'm calling an all-personnel meeting.
People are just going to think you're stirring up trouble again.
That's why I need you to do something for me. I want you to ask Steve, Lillian and Karen along.
I don't know.
You're going to want to think about this really carefully. Maybe you're choking because of your career. But at the bottom of the wormhole, your career won't be worth much.
Degenhardt's not here.
Just as well, I'd say, because I don't think he'd like you snooping through his personal files.
There are no such thing as personal files on Star Runner.
Everyone's got personal stuff on their computers.
It's forbidden to have...
Forbidden. You love that word, don't you? But then again, it's forbidden to swap holophone credits. I've got some more, by the way.
Keep them.
Suit yourself. You know, if Cyriax ever gets his mind back, he won't thank you for blindly following orders.
I don't want to hear any more of this insubordinate talk.
Okay! I've been insubordinate in my time, but this is different. I'm worried about the mission, honest.
Honest? I don't trust you, Zandy.
Oh yeah? Why's that?
Because I don't know what you're going to do next. But the really scary part is, you don't know either, do you?
Oh, it's good to see you. I didn't think you were going to show up.
I always do what I say I'll do.
You're not going to get much of a tan under that. You've got a nice face. I'd like to see more of it. Sorry.
Hey, we're doing okay.
Would you like some space aid?
I bounce off the walls when I drink that stuff. I've got water.
It comes from the bathroom outflow, you know.
It's filtered and sterilised?
Yeah. Call me old-fashioned. I just don't feel comfortable drinking Degenhardt's bath water.
I'd call you unscientific.
Are we having our first argument?
I don't argue with people.
Everyone argues with people.
I don't.
Well, you're arguing with me. See, I knew we'd have fun once I got you away from that computer.
I've got to go.
Is it something I said? What happened, Pancha?
My computer had a scheduled download.
Wouldn't it just file it and you could retrieve it whenever?
But it's so much better being here in person as it happens.
Why?
Because I'm letting it down if I'm not standing by.
You can't let a machine down, Pancha. You can let people down, but not a machine.
I was off having fun while the computer was hard at work.
You're allowed to have fun. In fact, you should do it more often.
Have you little tackers been playing with my computer?
Don't change the subject.
Huh?
What's the big idea, Diggs?
If it's going to be an all-personnel meeting, we should be invited.
Were you going to tell us sometime soon?
Ever?
Oh, calm down. It's not that big a deal.
Deciding whether Cyriax is freaking out.
That is a big deal.
Okay, maybe I should have mentioned it to you.
And you didn't? Because?
I just don't want you guys getting caught up in a lot of bad stuff.
All the other guys are getting caught up in it.
Yeah, but, you know...
No, we don't.
You're kids.
We're not kids.
We're crew.
And if we're old enough to go down a wormhole, I think we're old enough to go to a meeting.
You got that?
Hi, Sheng. Sorry about before, I get a little hyper sometimes. I've been thinking about what you said, and I reckon you're right. I need to make more time for fun. So what I've done is drawn up a schedule, splitting the day into work modules and modules for us.
Yeah, that sounds like a plan. But
what?
Well, what if how we're feeling isn't the same as what's written down?
It'll just take a little getting used to.
Oh, I don't know, Pancha. I mean, I'm not an expert, but feelings don't run on a schedule, do they?
Take a look, Sheng, it really works.
Who's Elvis?
The computer, it's just a name I made up.
So it's a he?
Electronic Low Voltage Intelligence System is ELVIS, so it's not a girl, is it?
And we get half and half, Elvis and me?
That's fair, isn't it?
And time with Elvis is online and time with me is downtime.
They're the correct terms, aren't they?
If you say so, Pancha.
Hey Sheng, how's the romance going?
You mean with me and Pancha or Pancha and Elvis?
Who's Elvis?
The computer.
You're not going to be cut out by a machine, Sheng.
Aren't I? When I was a kid, I had a problem with cybernetic games. I'd play them for 2 hours a day, then 4, then 5. And then I stopped going out. I stopped seeing my friends.
So you're saying Pancha's addicted to Elvis?
When you're interfacing with a machine, you don't need to worry about anybody or anything. It's like the rest of the world stops.
So machines are safe?
Yeah, that's what keeps calling you back. People try talking to you, but you just don't listen to anyone.
Don't you think that sounds a bit like Cyriax?
What did you say?
Cyriax. He's not listening to anybody. All he cares about is the wormhole.
Maybe that's it. Maybe that's what? Maybe the wormhole is calling Cyriax somehow.
Mara, what have you got for me?
Deaconhart and Zandy are calling a meeting to force you to explain why we're heading back to the wormhole.
Busy little bees, aren't they?
Their last attempt failed. Second time lucky, they think.
And how are the rest of the crew reacting?
Zandy and Deaconhart are winning them over. I don't know about Steve, Lillian or Karen.
I'll handle them. Mara, what else have you observed?
Zandy is still hawking around her holophone credits.
She really is a troublesome passenger. Tell me, who has accepted credits from her?
Zandy.
Zandy? 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 Zan
Everybody.
Have you? Come on, Mara, you can be honest with me.
I've accepted a few, sir.
Even you. Zandy is the germ who is infecting our whole crew.
I repeat, none of the crew agreed to this meeting willingly. Each one of them was reluctant to second-guess your command. But what we will not do is follow you on a course which will mean the failure of our mission.
Thank you, Cadet Bell. And thank you, my loyal crew, though I use the term loosely, for being so reluctant to question my order. Very touching. And very disappointing. We almost had a mutiny recently, but this is far, far worse. Our whole command structure that we have built up over the last 2 years now lies in ruins. And how did this begin? With just one germ. One germ that has infected all of you. Starting small, as all epidemics do. With something as minor as holophone credits. But this sent tentacles out to strangle crew discipline everywhere. And there is one person at the heart of this evil. And I mean to crush her once and for all. We gave her so much, and she repaid us with treachery. Cadet Mara Lomax, you are stood down to await your court-martial. You are a disgrace to the service.
You were missed at the meeting.
We were told by Cyriax not to attend.
He ordered you not to attend.
It was more forceful advice.
Lillian too.
Uh-huh. What happened?
Cyriax is going to court-martial Mara for trading holophone credits.
Court-martial? No one's even reprimanded for that.
He publicly accused her of treachery.
That's absurd.
We've got to do something about him.
Do you realise what you're saying?
There's only one place that can lead, Tane.
Relieving Cyriax of his command.
The most serious step any officer can take. You prepared to do that? Because I'm not.
Mara. Mara. Hey, Mara. Word has just come in. Your grandma's taken a turn for the worse. She wants to speak to you.
I'm out of credits.
Hey, presto.
I can't. You know I can't.
What did they teach us at cadet school? If the command structure breaks down, use your initiative.
Cyriax is still in control.
Not even of himself.
No, I can't.
Mara, I'm going to tell you something I've never told anyone before. I'm going to tell you what it's like to be cryonically suspended. It gets colder and colder. Cold like you wouldn't believe. Fingers, arms, legs, belly. Everything freezes. Except one thing. Just one thing. Your memory doesn't freeze. And the thing that keeps it warm, right at the centre, is your family. Your family never freezes. Your grandma needs you.
Hey, Sheng.
Hey, Pancha.
I was waiting for you. We had some time booked.
Yeah, I wanted to get a head start on the experiments for the wormhole. It looks like we're definitely going.
But it was arranged.
Yeah, isn't that the problem?
So what, we'll arrange another time?
No, listen to what I am saying. Feelings don't run like clockwork.
You're being over-emotional.
We're not robots, Pancha.
You're saying I am?
And what?
A robot?
No, of course not.
You're telling me I'm just a machine?
That's not what I meant.
That's so cruel.
Pancha.
The electrodes just go into my brain. My heart's all might.
We are on the same side, Pancha.
Don't cry, Myra.
I don't want to lose you.
Oh, hush, child. I'm not going anywhere. What do doctors know? What's wrong, dear?
I've never felt so lost.
You're all so young on that ship.
I don't know what to do. I'm so confused.
You do know what to do. You're my granddaughter. Take one step at a time. The next step is all that matters. If you get that right, the one after will be right too.
Resigning my commission is the only honourable thing I can do.
How do you figure that?
I've lost the respect of my commander. I've disobeyed a lawful order a number of times. I'm a disgrace.
Is that all?
Isn't that enough?
I've got a file over there with your name on it that says one day you will be a very fine commander.
It's wrong.
It's my note.
Then you're wrong.
Then maybe you've come to the wrong person now.
I need somebody to help me through the steps.
Why?
I may weaken. Think better of it.
You want me to help you resign?
Will you?
Sure. I can help.
Heading stable.
Good.
Tane, Pancha, put the ship on auto and leave the bridge, please. Cadets, if you please.
Auto. Unlock it.
Locked.
I was under the impression that on my own bridge I gave the orders.
I was under the impression that you were capable of it.
Do you have a problem, Dr. Reese?
Yes, I do. Well, Mara does. She says that she's insubordinate and a disgrace. She wants to resign her commission.
That's not a problem. That's a solution.
No, now it's my problem.
Then solve it off my bridge!
No! This is the right place. This is where it begins and ends. You're the problem, Aaron. I'm going to set in motion procedures to relieve you of your command.
How dare you! I will punish you for this, no matter how long it takes. I will have you dishonorably discharged. I will make sure you never work in the Star Service again. I will break you down to the lowest rating. I will crush you. I will crush you. I will crush you. I'll...